Hello. Day, God knows, 6? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Day 6, episode 7. Welcome to San Fran-Switch code. What did I do today? Went to WeWork. I woke up at like 4:30 a.m. I don't want to say I've been having trouble sleeping, because I've been sleeping fine. I've just been waking up super early. And you'd think, Phyllis, if you're gonna wake up at 4:30, get a lot done. But actually, I stayed in bed scrolling on Instagram and reading emails and tweets and going through photos and texting all the people in other time zones who were awake up until the normal time that I would get up, which is like 8. There's a law somewhere about time expands to fill a task expands to fill the time allotted for it. It was like, you wake up at 8, it's 4:30, you still gonna wake up at 8. So I have a headache and I'm ready to go to bed, but I still have those things to do. Anyway, went to WeWork again. It was lovely. It was amazing. I got Jamba Juice. I got an acai bowl from Jamba Juice. Let me not say never. It was actually really good and smelled amazing, but something's wrong. Something sits incorrectly with my spirit when I think about paying $10 for fruit soup with a sliced banana on top. Then for lunch, I got Japanese curry. Oh my god, I love Japanese curry from Buggy's Sushi to Go. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. But it was amazing. I love Japanese curry. So happy I found some. And it was the first restaurant that I had that I was like, this is good. This is like Houston good. Because everyone's like, the food in SF, the Bay, Oakland is so good. They say that so consistently, which is why I didn't believe them about SF being pretty, because they said that consistently. I was like, I don't trust y'all's judgment. SF is pretty. The food is okay. It's okay. Okay? The service, trash. Ain't nothing like that Southern hospitality. And Houston food is better. So the restaurant experience is just overall better in Houston. But I really enjoyed the Japanese curry today. Also, I think I didn't mention this on one of the previous episodes. I went to this place called the Demo. And it's like this, it's listed as African restaurant, but it serves empanadas. Don't know what that's about. Had empanadas from there and like a lamb plate. That was also really good. So, I am finding some good food spots. But Houston's winning, sweetie. Houston is winning. And I just did work at WeWork all day. It feels so good. It feels so good to wake up every day in the morning, go to work in the morning, be done at 5. Because of time zones, when I'm in Houston, my work hours would be all over the place. I'm like sometimes working in the morning, sometimes I'm working at like 8 p.m. Not okay. Not okay. 9 to 5. 9 to 5, please. Jesus. It feels so good to be like, the day's done. The day's done and my coworkers aren't going to message me because they're also done because we're in the same time zone. Woo. I've had more conversations with women around here about where's safe to live, what's safe to do. And the full consensus is it's not safe. Get home before sundown. Wow. I totally took for granted the ability to walk around Houston at night. Houston's a big city, so that just probably sounds stupid. Walk around Africa. Like, what part are you talking about? But I lived in the Heights, and I'll be walking around at night. I wouldn't do it out of habit, because I'm still a woman. Nonetheless, in the world is a dangerous place. But I did it enough, and I felt okay enough about doing it. And the fact that any person I talk to, unsolicited or solicited, if I ask someone, hey, where's a good place to live? They're like, you're going, good luck. gonna pick convenience, not safety. Or like unsolicited, cashier. I was getting food and a cashier literally told me like, put your purse in front of you, put your backpack in front of you, get pepper spray, don't have your headphones in. Like, give me this whole spiel on how to be safe out here in these streets. Love that cashier. Thanks for looking out for me, uncle. But don't like that advice is necessary. And I really took for granted the ability to leave WeWork at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. when I was in Houston. The things we take for granted until they're gone. Would I trade being in a bustling downtown Oakland with a bunch of restaurants and cute little parks and nooks and shops and everything super convenient next to each other with public transportation for the ability to walk at night? No. No. Downtown Houston's a little dead, and I'm okay with from 8 to 8 being able to experience everything that this downtown has to offer. I'm just really sad that I could be subject to harm just because the sun has set. I'm going to a farmer's market tomorrow. The people at WeWork offered to bring me to it. It sounds like it might be right outside WeWork though. Listen, I'm just gonna say this right now. WeWork Oakland winning. The staff nice. The place beautiful. Location convenient. And if there's a farmer's market outside on some days of the week, I needed to go grocery shopping. Yes. And then working the rest of the time. The farmer's market's during lunch. Am I happy? I'm trying. I'm really trying. Today I was listening to a song and I realized that the last time I listened to that song, I was in a very different place. And it forced me to be incredibly grateful for the place I'm at now by being transported to the mental place I was before when I discovered the song. And that made me a lot happier. I think there are things that are bothering me and stressing me out right now. Like my book campaign ending in a few days, and the fact that I've been too busy with a move and work and class to really market my own book is really disappointing. Really disappointing. I'm really disappointed. But that's where self-compassion comes in, because what else could I have possibly done? I could have marketed it, but there was a lot going on. And that's the thing about signing up for too much in life. You don't realize where the timelines overlap in the future and when it just becomes too much. Like if you fill yourself up so that your schedule is just manageable, things happen. You get expected to move to a new city, and you have to take a trip to see family, and you have to do a pre-order campaign for a book, and you have to do a final project for this, and you have to do commission for that, and then you just get neglected. Like let me speak for myself. I've neglected myself. I haven't been listening to that's why listening to music today was so nice, because I've neglected myself and I haven't been listening to music or playing music. I miss my piano so much. Or reading or drawing or journaling or going for walks or just doing any of the things, meditating. Things I used to do to invest in my own well-being have disappeared. And there isn't even enough time in my schedule, even without the well-being taken care of, to do the things that are necessary. And it breaks my heart to know that I didn't market my own book because I had so much going on. But I'm also incredibly grateful to have all of that go on. And I'm just grateful to be writing a book on imposter syndrome. Am I fulfilled? I mean, I'm writing a book on imposter syndrome. That is so fulfilling. I think it's something, imposter syndrome is a terrible experience that holds a lot of amazing people back from their own highest potential. And the fact that I'm doing something to help with that, as imperfect as I am in doing it, makes me really happy and proud and fulfilled. It's really fulfilling to help people live a better life because we all deserve our best lives. What did I learn today? I learned that no place is safe. The Bay Area in general is much less of a safe vibe. No woman I talk to feels safe walking anywhere alone. Gunpoint robberies are not rare. Pepper spray is the bare minimum. I'm never going to be able to walk down the street wearing headphones again. You know how much I love just being in public with headphones, dancing to myself, minding my business? I have a friend who lives here now, and she was also in Boston. She's like, yeah, you can't do the things you did in Boston here. So depressing. I learned that block by block by block, places will be safe than unsafe. And safe being relative here, meaning safe as in you can walk during the day or at sunset. Unsafe meaning you don't want to be there, period. And that's so crazy to me. I'm really sad that we live in a world where people have to resort to violence to get what they need. I genuinely believe that circumstances make people. I think a majority of people are just people, and they're not like inherently evil and conniving. And all the people who are committing crimes are just in circumstances that are really unfair. And I wish we didn't live in a world that made people resort to that. Not that they don't have any autonomy. They're adults responsible for their own behavior. But I would be lying if I said I didn't steal before. I'd be lying if I said that I haven't been in some really tough situations where I've had to make hard decisions just so I can live. And I understand the need to steal someone's cell phone to pay a bill. I'm not saying I stole someone's cell phone to pay a bill, but I'm saying I can't be mad at someone who steals my phone while I'm walking down the street because they need it. They need the phone, they need the money, whatever it is. And my experience at Tufts showed me that circumstances really do create some really hard decisions to be made and some behaviors that are non-ideal. Because when I was on campus at Tufts, I went to school with a bunch of rich kids and things didn't really happen. People left laptops out for weeks. I'm exaggerating. It was a week. One of my floor mates left his laptop on the table for a week and nobody touched it. Everyone was just like, whose laptop is this? They should probably come back for it. People leave their rooms open, their bags open. They'll leave a phone on the table and it just gets returned to them eventually. Because they're comfortable. They're comfortable and okay, and they don't need to resort to that. And sometimes if you're just greedy, you might still do it anyway. But there are a lot of people who just have to. And you could argue that maybe they don't have to. But I'd rather say they have to than to try and figure out some other magical reason about why they did what they did. So I guess the thought I'll leave you with is watch out for your friends' safety. Walk people home, call them an Uber, write down the license plate. Wait for them to text you that they got home safely. Stay on the phone with them while they're walking around. All the things that nobody should ever have to do. And in the meantime, when you're thinking about the people you have to protect, realize that the people committing violence also need protection. Bye.